Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to your twin flame updates for next week and the month of September 2021 with me, Ivy Spiritual Messages and Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if this message resonates with you, I will really appreciate your support by clicking subscribe, hit the like and hit the notification bell, as well as leave a comment in the comment section. By doing so, you will be eligible for free monthly giveaway readings, which I'll be doing towards the end of the month every month. On today's twin flame update for the rest of September 2021, we are both going to be focusing on the divine masculine and divine energy as the collective. So take it as it resonates for you and for your partner. So let's start for what is going on here with your energy. Alright, so I'm getting a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. And fire sign. Okay, so the sign that I'm getting coming up here now, this is your energy that I'm getting coming up here. So I'm getting a very strong fire sign, air sign, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini, and fire sign, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, as well as water sign, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So you could have any of those signs, or your person could have any of those signs here. Now the energy that I'm getting coming up quite strongly for you here, I've got the star energy coming in here quite strongly. The star energy is also referring to healing and transformation energy coming up here. As we already know, the month of September, we're also going to have our last Mercury retrograde of the year 2021, which I feel like the month of September from now until until the end of the September here, throughout this month of September, is going to be full of healing energy and full of transformation energy here, both for you and for your partner is what I'm getting coming up here, both for the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy. So with this star energy coming up, I feel like you are being advised here to step back a little bit and analyze your emotion, analyze your feeling, because I feel like some of you here have gone through so much of anxiety, so much of frustration, or just in general here, the emotion of what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here is that almost like an up and down energy coming up here. So like one day you could be like really feeling really good, like at the highest of your emotion, at the highest of your energy, I would say here, and then after that here you might feel like really low. It's also another thing that I've got coming up here. So it's kind of like you are unable to control, or you are unable to keep your emotion in balance. It's also a major challenge and serving up as a major blockage is what I'm getting coming up here as well. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that the communication hasn't really been quite well. I feel like some of you here are currently under no communication at all, or even when there is some sort of like a communication, it's kind of like on and off communication here. Like sometimes it's going with the flow, and then sometimes it could just be kind of like almost like nothing, like you haven't heard from them, from your person here. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that almost like a stalking energy is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well with the Page of Swords energy. Now with this Page of Swords energy here, because I'm getting this is coming up from your energy here, I feel like some of you here are still on checking out about what your person are currently doing, almost like stalking their social media, or even like asking about them through their friends, or through like a mutual friend, a mutual family members, for example, like just trying to keep a tab on them here is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well. Now another energy that I've got coming up for you here is that I've got the Knight of Cups, and then I've also got the Three of Swords energy coming in here. Now another energy that I've got coming up is that some of you here have actually already starting to look out for new options, or new things to come up into your life here, specifically here in terms of your love and relationship wise. But many of you here is trying to just find like another hobbies, almost like another distraction is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well. And for those of you who are actually ready to look out for new love, or just like for a new person to be coming into your life, with this Knight of Cups energy I've got coming up for you here, I do feel like there is going to be some love offers, I would say here. Some of you here also have already gotten a lot more like love offers, but I don't really sense anything of a stable commitment just yet. So this is more like a flirting energy. This is more like an invitation to go out to the party, or just invitation to go out for a dinner or for lunch energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So yes, you're definitely going to be getting a lot of offers coming up here in the next couple of weeks, or even like in the next couple of months before end of the year. But at the end of the day here, I don't really sense anything of a stable, anything of like a the commitment that you desire is what I'm getting coming up here as well, which is also another reason why I've got the Three of Swords energy coming in here. The Three of Swords energy that I've got coming up here is talking about a very strong heartbroken energy or feeling sadness energy coming up here. So I feel like this is also causing you to have this up and down emotional, up and down feelings is another thing that I've got coming up here. So it's like part of you here still haven't really recovered about what had happened between you and your partner, between you and your person. This separation, the unnecessary conflicts, and even now with the no communication or little to no communication here, you are almost like blaming up yourself, like wondering and thinking within yourself here what you have done wrong, or what other things that you need to, like, to change, almost like self-blaming and feeling guilty, insecure. Some of you here still struggling with that codependency energy here as well. And on the other side here, you are also opening up yourself, or trying to open up yourself here for any new person to come in into your life, or for any new love offers, I would say, here to come in into your life here. But at the same time here, you are not really seeing anything of a stable or anything of stable commitment just yet. So this is also giving you another stress, or adding up into your already the frustration and the stress that you have within yourself here. Now coming back to the overall energy that I've got coming up here, I've got the Four of Wands energy coming up here, which is the energy of the union and celebration coming up here. So the union is still definitely on the picture between both you and your person, but again, the union is not going to happen miraculously. The union is not going to just like come out of the sky here. As you can see here, there are so many stages that both you and your person needs to be going through, but now this is just your energy is what I'm getting coming up here. First of all here, this heartbroken energy, the codependency energy is what I'm getting coming up here, because I've also got the Knight of Wands energy and the Knight of Cups energy. So even though I do see progress coming up here, but there is still a very strong Knight energy coming up here. The Knight energy here is that someone who's still just in the middle, I would say here. So sometimes you will have that strong intention of like wanting to move forward and wanting to heal yourself here, and then other times you just like feeling down, or just like not sure which direction to go or which way to go here. So it's kind of like still unbalanced energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. And the major problem here is that you haven't really fully healed, or you haven't really fully addressed on the heartbrokenness or the sadness is what I'm getting coming up here. This is what leading you to almost like ignoring the major problem here and just focusing on other things. This is also why I've got the Page of Swords energy coming in here. Now this is not going to be for everyone, like I said before, this is a collective energy reading, so just take the parts that resonates and leave the rest. Now especially for those of you, either you or your person currently in a third party situation, or currently being stuck in a karmic situation or third party situation, whatever it might be here, your focus here is that on between the relationship of them and the third party here. So you might be thinking within yourself here, the reason why things haven't really worked out well for both you and your person here, because of the involvement of the third party. In some cases, yes, that is true, but in major cases here is that it's not only about the involvement about the third party or the karmic situation here, but it's actually about, are you ignoring a bigger things within yourself on an individual level here, things that you need to heal. Like I said before, the codependency energy coming up here, ignoring the pain, ignoring the trauma that you've been carrying from your past, whatever had happened in the past here, the anxiety, the frustration, the negative thought here. Like you are trying to be positive, you are trying to stay patient, but at the same time, so you cannot help yourself to, for example, like check out on what is going on between them and the third party, or what is going on within them, like, and a certain karmic situation here, even to an extreme of stalking them, physically stalking them, or even like stalking them on social media, and then just like being stressed out and being, like just like burdening yourself here with the thought of the third party. So instead of using your energy here to focus on what are the trauma and what are the what are the trauma and what are the pain that you need to be healing here. You're focusing up your energy here on what is going on between them and the third party. So these are the major problem or the mistakes that have been going on here, coming out from your energy. So that's what I've got coming up here for your energy. Now let's check into your person energy here. Let's see what we have. So let's see what's going on with your person energy. Oh wow, it's quite interesting because I've got the Four of Wands energy coming in here as well. I've got the Four of Wands, I've got the Four of Wands coming up here. Double Four of Wands, so a major confirmation about the union that's definitely going to be happening between you and your person. But let's see what else we have. Okay, so I'm getting a very strong, again, I'm getting the same sign coming up here as well as sign Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. Fire sign Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, as well as water sign Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So your person could have any of this sun strongly in their chart. It's quite interesting. Like I said before, I've got the Four of Wands coming in here twice. So this is like a huge confirmation about the union that is definitely going to be happening between you and your person. There is no doubt on that here. Like both of you are at the same journey of leading up to the union is what I'm getting coming up here. So the journey that both of you are walking in at this point of time here, even though things might be moving up as a little bit like slow, or things might not be moving up as fast as you're expecting it to be here, but this path that both of you are traveling here, this is definitely will be leading up into the union is what I'm getting coming up here. Now the major energy that I've got coming up from your person here is that emotionally unstable at this time. So with this Two of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, this is like feeling confused, indecisiveness, and I'm also getting some sort of like a conflict, unnecessary conflict, fight, verbal argument, or just some sort of like an argument in general is what I'm getting coming up here. So the energy that I've got coming up from your person is that for some reason they are not really in the mental and emotional capacity to make decision of what is going to be the next step or what is going to be happening next between both of you here. So with this Two of Swords energy coming up here, they're still kind of like weighing up the option, or they're still kind of like thinking which way that they need to be going here. I'm also, like I said before here, the emotional instability, I'm also getting like a pressure energy coming in here quite strongly from them here as well. Now the overall energy that I've got coming up from your person here, I've got the Empress energy. Now this could be meaning, I'm getting a lot of messages coming up here from this Empress energy, so please take it as it resonates with you and your person energy. First of all, here with this Empress energy here, I'm getting a very strong third party energy. Like I said before here, for some reason I'm getting like this third party here is currently either pregnant or expecting. I'm getting a very strong pregnancy, or just like expecting another kid, or just in general here I would say here something to do with the family. So this could be one of the reasons why they are feeling confused, or why they haven't really made up a decision or what is going to be what they need to be doing next here. Either the third party here could be pregnant, or either they could be like expecting a child, or they could be afraid of what is going to be happen here if they leave this third party situation and moving forward with you, what will be happening with their child, or will they actually ever get the relationship with their children, like how it will be affecting them. So that's also another thing that I've got coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up is that specifically here on the karmic situation related to childhood trauma or inner child trauma, I'm getting a very strong mother issue coming in here as well. So another message that I've got coming up here is that the trauma that your person is still carrying within themselves here could be something related to their mother. Again, this could also be related to the father, so please just take it as it resonates. And with this mother issue or father issue here, I feel like I'm getting a very strong abandonment energy coming up here. So I feel like their father or their mother might have left them at the very young age for some reason here, or they might not really be getting the love and the nurturing energy, I would say here, coming up from their mother or coming up from their father. So there is still like that feeling of loss, like they never really gotten that energy. So what happens here is that they're always expecting anyone in their life it would actually leave them. So it's like if like when both of you are starting to move past the honeymoon phase, or like when starting just kind of when things are just starting to get serious here, like automatically what they're thinking here is that, or what they're anticipating here is that, what if you're going to be leaving them just like as their mother did, or just like their father did here. So what happens is that they're anticipating it before that happens. So just right after both of you move past the honeymoon phase, they're quickly shutting themselves off here, or they're quickly like putting up this high defensive wall surrounding themselves for some reason here, because they're afraid that you're going to be leaving them. So they're just taking so many measures in advance here to make sure that they're protected emotionally speaking, is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well. So those are the major blockage, or those are the major challenges what I'm getting coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up here with this Empress energy and the Knight of Wands energy coming in here. The Knight of Wands energy here is a moving energy. So like I said before, I do get this Four of Wands energy coming up here for both of you. So the union is definitely in the picture, there is no doubt on that here, and the moving energy is also definitely on the picture here as well. But the problem here is that how fast are they going to move, or how fast they're finally going to come into that particular decision. Okay, this is what I want, I'm going to let go of everything here. Now some of you here may feel that they are choosing you or putting you as the last option, but that's not really the case here. It's just like about how open are they going to face the fear that they have within themselves here, whether it's a third party situation, whether it's a childhood trauma or inner child trauma in general, I would say here. So this is like the major problem is what I'm getting coming up here. Like I said before, fear of being left out alone in the cold, fear of losing everything is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well. And then I've also got the King of Cups energy coming in here as well. Now the King of Cups energy here is also referring to the emotional stability, the emotional stability that they're currently at this time. So again, the fear energy, just like unable to make a decision here because of the emotional turmoil and the inner conflict that they have within themselves, is also another thing that is, again, it's not really only one thing that is unable to make them to come towards you faster. There are so many layers, I would say, here on what your person is currently going through at this time. But the major energy here is definitely the emotional stability. And another thing that I've got coming up is that, like, just as this picture deceiving here, there are so many plates on the table is what I'm getting here. Like they just have so many things that they need to be taking care of here. And I feel like because of the responsibilities and because they just like so many things on the plates at this time here, they cannot really focus on one thing or one thing at a time. So like they cannot multitask in general, I would say here. So they're just like focusing on one thing here, and for some reason they feel here that they cannot add up to their own stress, they cannot add up to their own problem at this time here. So this is also serving out as the delays what I'm getting coming up here quite strongly as well. Now let's start with the advice card for both of you here. And I'm so sorry for the rain, we have a huge storm lately, so actually the storm has a little bit calmed down. That's why I started to record, but as you might notice on the background, the rain is starting up again. Alright, so the advice card coming up here for both you and your person. Now the first card that I've got coming up here, I've got discernment. All is not what it seems, stay true to your knowing. Keep your dream as a secret. I've got courage coming up here as well. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. And then I've got trust coming in here. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. So the major advice, or the overall advice that I'm getting coming up here for both you and your person, is to trust into the journey and trust into the divine timing. As you can see here on both of your energy, I've already gotten the Four of Wands energy, which is basically talking about the union, both of you coming back together here. So the union is definitely going to be happening. The problem here is that how fast or how soon that is going to be happening. And like I said before, both of you have your own journey, both of you have your own things that you need to be taking care of here. Instead of adding up a pressure onto yourself, you're adding up pressure onto your person here to think about another thing. So this is why I've got the trust energy coming in here as well. It's basically asking you to leave and release let go and release everything and put your trust directly onto the divine, God, angels, universe, whoever you believe in here. And coming into the discernment energy here, this is basically talking about trusting your intuition and trusting up your gut feelings. I feel like some of you here have already gotten the same messages here as well, either through your dreams or just like through channeling here. And this is really important for you here to completely trust within yourself, completely trust within the messages that you are getting. Again, coming back here to the same trust message that I've got here. And then another thing that I've got coming up is that courage, which is what your person is lacking at this time, or what they are currently struggling at this point of time here. Lack of courage or just the fear energy is what currently stopping them. So what I'm getting coming up here is that both of you have to be working on yourself on an individual level, sending healing and sending courage to your person, to your partner here. At the same time here, do not put all your energy onto your person here while neglecting yourself is the main message that I'm getting coming up for you here on this twin flame update for the month of September 2021. So that's it for today's reading. I hope it resonates. I'll see you on the general all zodiac sign reading starting up from next week. And have a good day, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next readings. Bye bye.